Fala pessoal, como vocês estão? Aqui é o Gabs DL e esse é o primeiro vídeo do nosso canal. É uma entrevista com Jed Kaplan, ele é CEO da Simplicity Esports, que é uma organização que fomenta o esporte eletrônico nos Estados Unidos, tendo complexos de jogos, enfim, é gigantesco o que eles estão fazendo lá e eles estão atualmente no Brasil. São eles que comandam o Flamengo Esports atualmente. Era junto com a T1, mas teve algumas reviravoltas que falaremos em breve para vocês. E espero que vocês gostem. Qualquer crítica, qualquer comentário, qualquer... Ah, não gostei desse quadro aqui, não gostei daquele ali. Avisa pra gente, a gente vai tentar dar um jeito pra melhorar sempre, porque o nosso foco é levar sempre as coisas mais atualizadas e melhores pra vocês. Fechou? É isso aí. Curtam o vídeo, compartilhem, manda pra avó, pra sogra. A nossa intenção é ter o máximo de números de inscritos aqui no canal pra gente ver que o nosso trabalho tá sendo bem feito e vocês estão gostando. Fechou? É isso aí. Abraço e até a próxima. First of all, can you say for us who is Jed Kaplan? Kaplan, right? Kaplan.
Yes, sir. Kaplan.
Okay.
Kaplan.
Right. How old are you and what do you do for a chill out after a tense day?
I'm 55, Wall Street trained, went to City University in New York, grew up in Brooklyn, New York with nothing. And I'm kind of a workaholic. So when you say, what do I do when I relax? I work.
You work. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of work. I mean, I'm a 24/7 kind of guy. I always tell people when they say, what's a good time to call? Anytime. I get up early and speak to people in Israel. I go to sleep late and speak to people. It is what it is. Business doesn't shut down, and I always feel I'm going to miss something. So
You have to get the job done, right?
exactly. Somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Nice. Really nice.
thank you.
55, you said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nice. That's nice. It's hard to see not on 20 to 30 years old people on electronic esports nowadays.
Yeah, I'm an old timer. I'm kind of new to it, but I'm heavily involved in the sports business, and esports is a big part of it now, and I think it's going to continue to grow. So that's
true.
what drew me to it.
So true. Nice, really nice. The second question is that true that you have shared on an NBA team, Memphis Grizzlies? That's correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
How is this work?
What do you mean? How did I get involved? Or
But how is that being a shareholder on an NBA team? Is the principal championship, basketball championship in the around the world, right?
Yeah. I would say we're the premier basketball league in the world. And I've been heavily involved in it for about 12 years.
12 years?
Yes.
Nice, really nice.
Thank
And the third question is, it's connected with the previous one, is
Sure.
how did you end up in electronic esport? Can you tell us more about Simplicity Esports?
Yeah, sure. We in the US, there's a magazine called the Sports Business Journal. It's kind of like the Bible for sports in America. It's like the Wall Street Journal, which is a big newspaper for the stock market. This is the big news magazine for the sports business. Nice. And I started noticing that more and more articles were about esports. And I was like, what is this? What am I looking at? And I just started educating myself, and I noticed more and more articles. So back in 2018, we bought a team It was called Underworld Esports at the time. And we took it over. We changed the name to Simplicity. I felt Underworld was, not mainstream.
Yeah, sure.
And then, the goal was to be the first publicly traded esports team, which in the US, which we were. And then we started noticing, that there were centers in the country that people were going to play video games. So we set a goal to go out and get some centers, and we took over a company, Play Live Nation, which gave us 45 centers. 4 of them a company owned, the rest are franchises. And then we put a goal to get into League of Legends because I think it's the best run league. Riot is probably the best publisher in terms of running a league right now. And a couple of people pinpointed us and pointed to Brazil and said, you've got to look at what's doing down there. And I started following the fans of the different teams and, the passion that I see, especially for our Flamengo fans, is just like the passion that you see for the NBA fans, or football fans. It's unbelievable. And so the goal was we're getting into League of Legends. I asked them what the best team was, and they said, Flamengo is the best known team, and that's kind of the one that we went after. And with the help of a lot of people down there, we got the deal done. We partnered with Team One for all of their infrastructure. Fred Tanner, who worked at Flamengo, joined us, and he helped put the deal together. We were just getting started. We took over in January, and then at the end of February, bingo, suddenly there is a pandemic.
Yeah. The world is
So,
crazy.
it's, but you know what? Hold on. It's been challenging, but challenges only make you stronger. So, I almost prefer them when things are going easy. You're not challenged, right? You don't even have to think. You just go. It's like putting the
Yeah,
car on autopilot. I'd
yeah,
rather
yeah.
drive the car. So, we're going to be fine. We had to make some tough cuts, which is what businesses throughout the world are doing, and especially other sports teams are doing it. Juventus had to do it, and they're probably one of the most famous, if not the most famous, soccer team in Europe. And we made the cuts. We took some hits. We rallied the fans. We rallied the team we have. I think we had a very successful weekend. I don't think anybody expected us to win 2 out of 3 this weekend. And I think we have an amazing roster of players. And if they did an all-star game, and I think they should, and it's something I'm going to talk to Riot about, we would have some all-stars on our team. So I know we lost Lucy, and it's unfortunate, and I hope he gets better, and it's because of a physical ailment he has. But, JoJo stepped right up, and, he was Rookie of the Year last year. So, what better replacement than that? And I like giving the young guys a shot. You never know what they could do.
Yeah,
So
so true.
I think everybody, stepped up this weekend. I think we have the 2 best coaches in the game, with Flanalista and Joko. And we have an all-star roster. So I'm excited. I'm very, very excited.
That's good news, actually. You answered my 4th question.
Sure.
So I'm directly to the 5th question. Making a cross topic, we know that NBA is under a franchise contract, right?
Yes.
What do you think is going to happen with CBLoL when it changed to this kind of contract?
Oh, I think it's going to raise the stature of the league, in terms of globally. I would say the leagues that have the highest stature are the ones that are already franchised, like North America, Europe. Um, and I think it's going to bring stronger players. You're probably going to see some consolidation, where you'll see some teams consolidate to be able to make the bid for the franchise. But I think once it matures, it's going to look a lot like traditional sports, where a big source of revenue will be revenue sharing coming from the league, based on whether it's TV or Twitch money, wherever it comes from that avenue. So I think that's going to be really good for us. I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it. And again, everybody that I've dealt with at Riot and at Flamengo has been top rate and supportive. So I couldn't ask for anything else.
Yeah, that's nice. Moving
Thank
on,
you.
do you have plans to invest more on Brazilian electronic sport? Maybe build one of those game centers that you previous talked to us about?
Yeah, definitely. We're, when this is over, we're going to look at putting centers in Brazil. We're also looking at other games. I know Free Fire is one that's very popular, and we're working on that. And the new Valorant, I think I'm saying it right, is very popular. It's very popular here too, by the way, in America.
And it isn't even released yet, right?
Yeah, I don't, it's, I guess some people have been getting tests of it. I don't follow it that closely, but I know when I look on Twitter, everything is extremely positive. I know that a couple of people from our organization had a call with Riot about it about 2 weeks ago, and they were blown away by the game. And again, given that it's run by Riot, we would definitely be interested, because
So
again,
true.
that means it's going to be well run. So, you know, I hope that the people understand the infrastructure that Riot has down there is top notch. And it takes somebody like me who deals with other leagues, more importantly, deals with professional leagues in the US, to appreciate how good Riot is down there. So, and just, having the Flamengo brand and seeing the passion of the fans humbles me. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. Yeah.
it's exciting, right?
Beyond.
Yeah.
Beyond. I get as excited as they do. I'm like a kid. And I
Yeah,
talk to them all on Twitter. And, I want to have a dialogue with them, because this isn't my team, it's their team.
yeah, so true.
So,
The last one is
sure.
something really, really easy to you to say to us.
Sure.
What can we expect for Flamengo under Simplicity organization?
Growth, transparency, multiple championships, and a sense of ownership by the fans.